Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Anonymous Budgeter. If this is your first time here, welcome and thank you for watching this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming by again. I really do appreciate it. Here on my channel, I'm documenting my debt payoff journey toward paying off over $160,000 in student loans. I'm also sharing my personal finance as well as my financial goals and my road to financial independence and financial peace. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, if you are also along a similar journey, please consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any uploads. And let's get into my rollover budget for the month of April. So we are going to be doing my rollover budget. So essentially my rollover budget is going to take care of my payments that are coming due from the 1st of April to April 5th. And what I mean by that is I just closed out or finished doing my monthly budget for the month of April. Here is what that monthly calendar overview looks like. And it's currently the 30th of March. So tomorrow will be the 31st of March, which will be the last day of the month. The last time I got paid was, okay guys, I'm back. I had to go back in my folder to see when the last time I got paid was. The last time I got paid was on March 22nd, and that paycheck had to take care of all my bills and expenses from the 22nd to March 31st. But not only that, it has to take care of my payments or my bills from April 1st to the 4th, because the next time I get paid is going to be on the 5th. Now, when I do my rollover budget, you're going to see that I also account for the bills on the 5th, just because I'm a little bit, anal about that, and I like to just include those. You just never know. Sometimes the bill might come out before the paycheck hits, so I just don't want any overdrafts or any issues. So I make sure that my rollover budget from the previous month will basically essentially take care of the 1st to the 5th. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense to you, and then we can get into budgeting. Okay, now since we know that my rollover budget is going to take care of the bills from April 1st to the 5th, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. Now, I'm not exactly sure what my rollover balance is. I have an estimated or like a guesstimated idea, but I like to wait until the day of for me to update this number. So I'm going to leave this number blank, and we're just gonna use an estimated amount, which hopefully that's like the bare minimum that I have to have in order for me to cover these expenses until I get paid on April 5th. So the income is just going to be my rollover. I don't expect any other income. There's not going to be any savings coming out unless if somebody, unexpectedly blesses me and I get a random deposit, but that is unlikely as far as I know. So for my rollover, I'm going to budget $1,147. Now, I'm praying that this will be a little bit more, but definitely not less, because I definitely need this number to cover all my expenses. And what I mean by that is the main expenses, the fixed expenses that I have. The first thing off the top, hopefully you guys can see that, will be my rent, and that comes out on 4/1. And my budget for that is going to be $750, right? So I'm gonna write down the rest of the categories, and then I'll come back and we'll review everything. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I set everything up in regards to my rollover budget. So in regards to my expenses, we already mentioned that rent is going to be $750. I also have my Patreon coming up, my Apple storage, my Shonen Jump subscription, and my cell phone. Now granted that this one comes out of my credit card, I do still have to have the actual $110 in my account so that I can pay for it, because I typically will pay for it as soon as it comes out of my as soon as it posts on my credit card, and that's basically the only auto pay that comes out of my credit card. So I know like as soon as it posts, then I just go ahead and pay that off. And we have a total of $882, and that leaves me with a balance of $265 for the remainder. Now this amount has to account for all my variable expenses, and that's basically just the essentials. So I have to account for groceries, which I budgeted $50, gas $40, sun pass. I just topped off my sun pass, so I don't think I'm gonna have anything come out within those 5 days. And then for personal, I just budgeted $15, eating out $10. That's probably just enough to grab a quick coffee or something. And then for gifts, I mentioned in a previous video, one of my friends had emergency surgery and I allocated $150. And then for buffer, I didn't allocate anything because everything basically just went to covering my variable expenses. So I have a balance of $0. Now in terms of the summary, this one is pretty easy because my income or my rollover income is gonna be $1,147, and when you add these two amounts up, it does add up to $1,147. I don't anticipate having any savings. I'm not gonna make any payments towards debt, so I have a zero-based budget. Everything's gonna be zero, which is nice. Everything adds up. And so let me just add $882 plus 265, and hope you guys can see that. That is $1,147. So that's basically how I do it for my rollover budget. And the way that I do my budget, I budget paycheck to paycheck, you can say, but my budget runs from the first of the month to the last day of the month. So I always have to account for the next month, the bills coming out from the first day to the day before I get paid for that first paycheck of the following month, if that makes sense. So because I don't really budget like paycheck to paycheck, technically I always like doing a rollover budget, because in the past that kind of used to confuse me. So I have to be really careful. I can't just be like, oh, I have all this money in my account, and then yeah, I still have to account for the bills coming out before I get paid in the following month. So yeah, I don't know why in the beginning when I budgeted, that used to trip me up all the time, and I could never understand why I never had enough money to cover certain bills. But that was because I never allocated for the rollover budget. I thought I had money in my account and I was like, oh great, I have this money, I can go out to eat and spend. No girl, you got bills to pay. You have to make sure your four walls are still covered. So yeah, so that just makes it easy for me. So that's why I personally like doing the rollover budget. And I got this idea from erikalifevlogs. I think she had uploaded a similar video sharing her rollover budget, and that was just like, oh, a light bulb came on my brain, and I was like, that is so smart. So I kind of started breaking it down like that, and that was really super helpful. And she has a really great YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about her, so she's really good. If you haven't, definitely give her a follow. Her videos are absolutely amazing. She's super funny too. So, and I love her videos because she does sticker budgeting, and it's like the cutest thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys stayed through the end, comment down some turtle emojis. I've kind of been obsessed with turtles lately. So yeah, so definitely comment down below. Like this video, consider subscribing if you guys haven't already, and I will catch you guys in another video. Bye guys.